Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do a quick video, impromptu video. It probably won't be that quick. But I wanted to address the reverse racism incident that occurred at the University of Virginia recently. So if people don't know, a woman who appeared to be a black woman and actually seems to have been an African woman, or at least it wasn't exactly clear to me if she was an African citizen or if she was actually born in the U.S. to African immigrants from Nigeria. That doesn't really matter for the purposes of this video, but I'm going to do a subsequent video about how I just don't understand why U.S. black social justice activists are allowing African persons who appear to be extremely privileged to usurp the U.S. black social justice movement for their own personal gain, to misappropriate the U.S. black social justice movement for their own personal gain. But I'm going to do that in another video. But what I wanted to address in this video is how white bodies are now being policed in allegedly black spaces. I was accused following the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale University of having tried to, well, not just tried to police, but having tried to police black and brown bodies in allegedly white places, including the Yale University campus. So what happened at the University of Virginia very recently is an ostensibly black woman stood up in what was the newly created multicultural center on the University of Virginia campus, and it appeared that she had someone film her doing this. It appeared that that was her choice. If I'm wrong about that, please correct me. But it appeared that she had a friend actually film her doing this, and when she stood up, she said, "This is a public service announcement." And then she said that she just thought there were way too many white people in the multicultural center on the University of Virginia campus, and that these white people needed to make themselves scarce. That was a space for black and brown bodies, not white bodies. And she appeared to be advocating for racial segregation. She did. So she got a lot of blowback online, on Twitter. She subsequently, I haven't checked recently, but she subsequently made her Twitter account private. I am not at all, even though she took it upon herself to make this ostensible public service, quote unquote, public service announcement, and she seemed to have asked to have this filmed and to have propagated this online. So she seems to have asked for this attention, and she thought she was doing something amazing and making herself a civil rights icon or whatever. But despite those facts, which appear to be incontestable, I do not at all want people to mob this woman. I do not at all want people to harass this woman. I do not at all want people to send any kind of threats to this woman, death threats or threats of violence or sexual violence at all. And that is why I will not name her at all. that. I do not want that. I lived through that. I wouldn't wish that. I wouldn't wish what was done to me, a wrongful global vilification and defamation campaign for something I did not do. Even if someone actually did something vile, I wouldn't wish what was done to me on anyone, especially not a private citizen. Even though it seems to be that this person is courting that attention, I still am saying do not do that. Absolutely do not do that. I will not name this person. I will not give any indication of who this person is. And I am asking people, I am imploring people, do not mob this person. Do not harass this person. Do not stalk this person. Do not send this person threatening messages. Okay, leave them be. Please leave them be. This is a college student. This is a young woman. And she may have done something I regard as very wrong. But I also do not want this person harmed in any way, shape, or form. And I want to make that 100% clear. Having said that, I do think that this is emblematic of the problems on the woke intersectional feminism left. They are actually clamoring for segregation, despite the fact that I actually oppose hate crime legislation, which I do because it's unconstitutional, which it is grossly unconstitutional. I strongly support federal civil rights law, and I actually, in the spring of 2015, risked my career to stand up for the federal civil rights of our only person of color job candidate for a tenure-track position, an evangelical Christian black man, because I do support federal civil rights law as public desegregation measures. Public desegregation measures. And it is insane to me, that now people who consider themselves to be civil rights advocates, activists, are now clamoring for public segregation on the basis of race, on the basis of gender, on the basis of religion, on the basis of sexual identity, on the basis of sexual orientation, etc., etc., etc. So this person was actually trying to police white bodies in an allegedly black space. This person who made this quote-unquote public service announcement in the newly formed multicultural center on the University of Virginia campus, because there were apparently too many white bodies in there, too many white persons in the multicultural center. Obviously, this is egregious racism. And in fact, and in point of fact, this is actually what was done to me on the Yale University campus during the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale University. I wasn't policing black and brown bodies in allegedly white spaces. My white body was being policed in allegedly black and brown spaces. That's what was happening. I was the one who was being policed. My presence was the one that was being policed. My desire to live in a safe, clean, quiet housing environment on the Yale University campus was the one that was being policed. Obviously, I think it's what this person did is disgusting. I think it's racism, straight up racism. I think it's vile. And also, like, I want people to understand that after the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax on Yale University, and in particular, There was a sociologist, a professor at Yale University named Elijah Anderson. He writes about the policing of black and brown bodies in allegedly white spaces. Oh, he had a heyday. He had a heyday. 2018 was a good year. 2018 was a good year. He spent all of 2018 bashing me, traveling the world bashing me. And what did he get? He got rewarded. He was rewarded by Yale President Peter Salovey with a Sterling Professorship, which is the highest honorific that a professor can receive on Yale's campus, with a not insignificant monetary award for defaming me, for destroying my life, for participating in the global vilification and defamation campaign against me. It is really and truly shocking to me that so-called civil rights advocates, civil rights activists now are clamoring for public segregation based on race. Not just race, but also race. It's disgusting. It's racist. It's wrong. And that is what I have to say about the reverse racism incident which occurred on the University of Virginia campus recently. All right. So we are going to restore civil liberties on university campuses, including Yale and everywhere in the U.S., including due process and free speech. We are going to stop the moral outrage industry from getting one more innocent life and career destroyed. Please support me. There will be a ton of links below, including my PayPal me and GoFundMe links. Please support me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please support me so that I can sue Yale and the entire moral outrage industry. I love you all so much for all of your support and kind words and donations. You are literally saving my life and career. Thank you so much.